On the working end of that double D, we're going to go with a Max Pill Hoochie and a Smile Blade. And of course, corn. Hey everyone, welcome to Detroit Reservoir here in Oregon. And I'm with my son James, and we've got Rob here. He's got a fish on, not 5 minutes into getting here on the reservoir. Wow, that's a good looking kokanee, I think.
Yeah, right out of the gate.
Or no, maybe a trout. That's a trout.
They've got kokanee and trout here though.
Wow, look at that. Start the day with a beautiful rainbow trout on an old goat.
Just, I think you're right, 5 minutes into this.
Yep.
Pretty good, we figured it out already. We can call it a day. We are the true experts here at Northwest. No. Pretty good fish. Now, Mike, what do you want to do today? What I understand on this reservoir here in Oregon, we're outside of Salem, Detroit Reservoir. What I understand though is we can keep the rainbows or the kokanee, but have to release Chinook.
That's right. So on this reservoir, the limit is 5 rainbow and 5 kokanee. However, you can catch up to 10 kokanee, you just have to catch less rainbow.
Got it.
So it's
a mixed bag.
10 fish mixed bag, yes.
Okay.
So
I think it's kind of bad luck to release the first keeper of the day.
I'm in agreement. I think this fish is going to go into the bucket.
All right. Morning, everybody. It's our first real full day out here. Today we're on Detroit Reservoir, an hour east of Salem, Oregon. It's known for kokanee, trout fishing. We're doing a variety of things, fishing 5 poles, trolling this morning. We've got a variety of offerings out as we're trying to tune in our rods, and that's a pretty normal practice to tune in your kokanee fishing in the morning on a new water. We've got different depths, different offerings. We're going, this right here is just a hook and a bead. I'm gonna put a smile blade and some corn, connecting that to a Hellraiser Dodger. And then the other side of things, we've got squids on sling blades. Everything's tipped with Mike Carey's special corn. And we'll see how this goes this morning. So no guest guide this morning. Me and Mike think we know enough about this to catch some fish and show you the experience here in Detroit Reservoir. Thanks for joining us. Oh yeah, James Carey's on the boat with our faithful companion Duke. He's our guest captain for the day.
Oh, there's our first fish. First fish of the morning. We had a late start today. Little truck issues, no biggie. Oh yeah, this feels like a Coke.
Mike, why do you like kokanee so much?
Boy, they're just beautiful fish. Bright, shiny silver, they taste delicious. They're just a fun quarry to go after. They really challenge you. Oh, look at that. That's a trout.
What's the tail on that?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful fish. Taking a little line. Come to Papa. Look at that fish. Now, trout have to be minimum 8, maximum 20. So this looks like a nice slot fish. Bull trout have to go back. That's not a bull trout. That is a beautiful rainbow. And caught on that old goat. Look at that fish. You know, we were saying I love kokanee, but hey, I'll take these fish any day. Look at the amazing green coloring. It's like an aqua on its back. And check this out. You got your stub on the adipose. So this is one of the hatchery trout that they plant in Detroit Reservoir. They plant a lot of these fish, and man, they grow nice because they put them in at a pound, and that's probably pushing a pound and a half, but that's a beautiful fish right there. Hey everyone, we're taking a break from the action. We've traveled over to the dam here at Detroit Reservoir. This is pretty amazing. You can actually walk out onto the dam. You see there's some people fishing off of the dam. They're fishing for rainbow trout. This reservoir is stocked pretty heavily by Oregon Department of Fishery with rainbows, and so it offers a unique opportunity to take in beautiful scenery and catch some amazing fish at the same time. Stay tuned, you're watching Northwest Fishing Reports. Fish, fish, fish! Hop off the release too. That's a nice fish. Fish on the center line.
Double, double, double! Double! Got a little pot of fish, Mike.
Yeah.
That's a good looking fish.
Nice. You might want to.
That one aerial.
You might want to grab the net. Put that rod back in the rod hole. Look at the size of that one. These are beautiful rainbows. Nice. Oh. Oh yeah.
Woo! Look at that. There we go. Nice fish, James. James, there's a fish on that middle rod here. If you could just rotate in and we'll deal with the fish.
Yep. Looks like he might have come off. But...
Oh, he was still there just a second ago. That's got some nice size to him.
Yeah.
That's the fifth fish on an old goat.
Boy, they are hot today.
And when we first got here yesterday, that's what we caught them on. Did we lose that one?
Yeah, we lost it.
That's also an old goat. That's their new spinner series. James, if you show the folks at home this new old goat spinner series. Mike's been telling me the two blades spin opposite of each other. You can see the little fin on the end there, the little tab. They're reverse tabbed to create a inverted spin and an interesting presentation. Also an old goat product. Nice and steady, James.
It was pretty small.
That was a small one?
Yeah.
There he is. Another trout.
Oh.
Oh!
That was on the OG as well.
You got a pattern.
On the little OG, I think that's an OG2. He's got OG1s and OG2s and then the spinner variations, but we're developing a little bit of a pattern here, Mike.
Yeah, we are. I'm kind of surprised we haven't found any of those kokanee yet. I know I'm marking them down there, but hey, you know what? You take what the lake gives you, and this lake is known for being stocked with a lot of rainbows, and we're finding out. And there's some healthy ones. That last fish that James caught was 7
Fish
feet.
behind you, behind you.
There we go. All right. We gotta get Rob on one of these fish here. Nice. So this one was 35 feet on the slider. Oh, it came off. That was kokanee. Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was kokanee. All right. So we got that one on a little Arctic fox trolling fly and a Dutch fork clown pattern classic spin. Pretty cool setup. Short leader to a bent dodger sling blade.
Fish, 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 fish! Come on, I'm trying to fish. Yeah, it's still there, Mike. I think. Ooh,
Nice one.
feels like it's got some fight to this fish. We got it on the turn. It's a pretty deep reservoir, and we've been fishing in 60 to 30 feet. But it kind of shallows up as we got to the shore, so we were pulling a line there, and Mike turned us. And this one feels decent.
Boy, that 45, 50 feet has been magic.
Lost him.
Oh, no, you did. Cool, Jeff.
He did.
Whew, another nice rainbow.
Yeah,
All right.
Another good rainbow on the old goat lure here. And that color seems to be winning.
I think the fish are telling us something.
We may have to switch a couple of these others. This is the real small version. I think it's called the 1.8. And Mike's, did you put those beads on, Mike?
I did. A little variation on there.
And the key to the unique action is this groove cut in here, which gives it 360 degrees or 3 axis of spin. So Mike's added a few beads in there. It doesn't impair the action, obviously. Doing the job so far.
1 piece of corn on each hook. 1 piece of corn on each hook.
If you didn't catch that, Mike's adding that it's 1 piece of corn on every hook. So hooks get tipped with Mike's special corn. Available online today. This is the lure we're using, and just caught that rainbow on and having some success with. The process here is we've got a couple different flavored shoe peg corns. And we re-tip it, so you got 2 hooks coming off there. Mike really likes to tip both. 1 piece of corn, and he likes the opening of the corn facing back. Maybe it disperses scent a little bit better. So you take the unopened side, put it on the hook, and spin it. I spin it around where it's up the hook a bit and pointing backwards. Pink colored. And Mike, how do you get that pink color on your corn?
I always use a little dye, fire cure dye to the corn, so it's no special secret. I've got some fire cure for eggs, which works fine for corn too, and then the dye coloring, and then some scent. The scent is whatever you choose it to be. There's all kinds of options out there. Not rocket science.
Now that I got it tipped, I'm going to put it back out. So I let some line out. This is a bottom rod,
Right.
on our bottom downrigger ball that we're fishing at about 60 feet in 100 or 200 feet of water. So I'm going to pull the downrigger up. I let about 50 feet out, clip it back on the downrigger, drop it down, and we're fishing. Do it.
Beautiful day out here. Let's run a double D. We've got a double D Dodger we're going to run on the starboard side of the boat. On the back of the Max Double D Dodger, there's a diagram that shows these holes and which direction you should be plugging in. So we're off the starboard side, and I want it to swing out far, so we're going to select number 1, which will be on this hole right here. Fish on the Double D. Nice. Oh, look at that guy. That's a good looking rainbow, I think. This has got some girth. And he's right in the middle of my line. Planters they are pretty nice fish, I gotta say. Hey, James. In the boat. In the boat. Look at that beautiful fish. All right. Not a monster, but a nice planter rainbow to start the morning. There's your snub. Smile blade does it again. Oh, he's fighting big time. Woo!
Woo! Man! We got some pretty good action going here, Mike.
Yeah, we do.
Pretty steady. And
Definitely the trout bite has turned on. It's a
yeah.
very nice one.
very, very nice class of trout in here for it's early, and they're good looking fish. I've noticed as we've cleaned a few, they're cutting very nicely.
Look at that.
Yeah, beautiful colors. Ooh, can I get an A?
Hey.
Okay, we're back, and we got that lead core line back out in the water, and wanted to finish up that little piece about the Double D Dodger and the 4 settings of the Double D Dodger, which allows this to be pretty flexible and give you some options to get spread out your offerings and get the Dodger and your lure away from the boat. And the great thing about it is there's a diagram right on the back of the Double D, which just shows you the settings and how this Dodger will react when you attach it. So pretty cool that you got some flexibility in those 4 options for tuning your trolling action.
Someone took your seat.
Get his paws on the steering wheel and then take a picture for social media.
Yeah.
In a sweet spot.
You may not have popped. Did you pop it?
Yeah, I popped it. He's still there. Okay, we got another fish coming around the bend of the island here in the middle of Detroit Reservoir. And
Oh,
it's doing some good stuff.
yeah, it is. Nice bright silver.
It didn't pop it off the downrigger, so I reeled down to the water and then popped it off, and oh, there he goes. Where do you want it, James? You want to try to get the outside here?
Oh, yeah.
Let's put a net on it. Boom.
Boom, in the boat.
Another nice rainbow. This one, again, on the Dutch fork blade. We got a nice flasher, but a Dutch fork clown pattern blade.
It's dark.
And an Arctic Fox trolling fly. For both those hooks on that Arctic Fox trolling fly just pinned in there. Got him good. In the net a little bit.
Bring it in real slow since last time.
I think that's the difference, huh?
No.
Oh, came off. Keep reeling. Keep reeling, he's on.
Mike, that's got an interesting look to it. You got one, Mike.
Whoa.
We got one. James with the first kokanee of the day. That's a chrome
Unicorn.
1-footer, the unicorn kokanee.
Caught on an old goat.
Detroit Reservoir. They went for that tandem flasher old goat. Cannon blade old goat. Nice. And why are these so prized? They're little salmons, right? And they taste delicious, as Mike was saying. It's a good color. Pretty fish.
Rob, it's been a fun couple days here on Detroit Reservoir. I've enjoyed having you and, of course, my son James and Duke along for the fishing action.
Yeah, this is a beautiful part of the Northwest. It's really unique and my first time here.
The lake reminds me a lot of Merwin back in Washington. The hills are a little taller here, but it's definitely beautiful country. Lots of rainbow trout. Not so much for the kokanee, But we got one and lost a couple.
The locals are telling us they're everywhere. They're down deep, they're up top, they're in the middle.
But they're not in the boat.
Not on the boat. Maybe next time, Mike.
Maybe. So we want to thank Scuttlebutt Brewing for being the sponsor of this little Oregon trip that we're on.
Yeah, it was really generous of them to support our trip down here and provide us with some beer and a nice hat to wear and the support to get us down here and bring Detroit Reservoir to you viewers there at home.
I want to remind you, Scuttlebutt and Northwest Fishing Reports encourages responsible drinking, so know your limits.
Responsible boating and fishing too.
We'll see you guys on the water.
Get out there. Scuttlebutt Brewing is available in fine grocery stores across the Northwest. Or find out more at scuttlebuttbrewing.com.
We got a nice...
Stay in the boat, Mike. Whoa, they're feisty fish. They want to go back.
They're feisty.
Oh, I was reeling the whole time.
You are so bad at fishing.
Don't tell anybody, but yeah, I'm pretty bad.